2, 3. It did the double item thing again. Jump, 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 jump. Alright, so all of this, a minute of our time to sync the audio. I can't hear the audio in my headphones. Testing, testing. Okay, I can hear it now in my headphones. We're gonna sleep through this night. Hello, I'm Kite. I am not used to using this perspective for recording myself. Welcome to our Minecraft realm for KiteBertLuna. Bert and Luna are my kids. I mostly play Minecraft with Luna, and I mostly play Roblox with Bert, but sometimes he'll join us here on Minecraft, and sometimes I'll join Luna on Roblox. It's hard to walk backwards and think and talk at the same time. There's a pig following me because he wants my food. Can I do this? It's hard to aim. Come on, right there. Haha, he loves me. Ouch, I'm hurting myself. Alright, let's get out of this view. So, I figured since this is the first time I have ever recorded this world for YouTube, for the KiteBertLuna channel, hi, I would show you kind of everything that I've got. Sort of what we're going to be starting with, and then we'll be building from here. Let me grab a horse. Hey, you. No, you. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take you guys to our first, basically where we spawned initially, and then we'll come back here and show you all this insanity. As you can see, I got a little carried away with the bees. I had been planting a forest of trees, and it kept on giving me beehives, and eventually I had enough of them just randomly around everywhere that I thought I would collect them and put them over the field. Okay, so this is where we first spawned in, basically. Luna and we wanted a Minecraft survival world to, I guess, eventually kill the Ender Dragon and get the credit screen and say we beat the game, because we haven't actually done that yet. And we spawned out here in a mountain, so we called it Mountain Survival. And we've had this world, I would say, maybe a year short, maybe just a little bit short of a year at this point. And yeah, this is where we first spawned, and we had built these little training areas where we would climb up to hide from mobs, and then we would come down and fight them. And let's see, let's hook the horse up really quick. Here you go, stay there. I built a staircase down into the ground to hide, and we had a little farm in the corner. Surprised that hasn't grown. There's still beds here that we never use. I don't actually know where this goes. I think it was just coal someone mined out. Yeah. So, this downstairs connects to what became our main base for a while. This is the building that Luna built. It's impossible to get up the stairs. Is it blocked? No. It's just hard to get up. Anyways, this is one that she built, and I tried to help her with this. But yeah, we don't really come over here anymore. Maybe at some point I'll come back and build that into a guard tower, and maybe make this into some castle of some sort. That was our original farm. And then we raided a village and got a bunch of vegetables. And there's a llama that Luna saved from me. Here's my chicken mess. I need to get rid of this. I actually have a chicken farm over at the other base. Get away from that noisy thing. So we tunneled into the mountain, and it became our main base for a while. I haven't looked in these chests in a long time. I don't know if there's anything really worth taking back. That trident would be nice. Got a lot of wood here. Here's some of our original dogs. Not exactly sure why I went with the iron bars. Doesn't look that nice, but it was supposed to get made nice over time, and we moved on to a different spot. So at some point I'll move them over because Luna and I built a doggy, it's like a giant dog house, but a doggy place. So I should move them there. This was just a natural cave that cut through here that we happened into, and I blocked it off because the drowned kept trying to get in here to kill us. Alright. From my mining to get iron initially, I got a lot of that. I think it's diorite. I can never remember the names of all the different materials. What are you? Diorite. Cha-cha-cha. Doesn't really need to be there, but I don't know. I'm not the greatest builder yet. Still working on that skill. It's a life skill that you must master. Why is there a hole there? There's a Tetris block missing. What are we going to do? Alright, anyways. This is our little nether entrance. It takes us into a soul sand valley where we get destroyed by ghasts and skeletons. You know, good times. I don't really go in there that much. I was saving this because at some point I wanted to make one of those dripstone lava generators, and I finally did over there. What else is there to show? There's a village over this way. I'll go ahead and take you there next because that is what we discovered next. Give me my... Thank you. I want that on the hotbar. Let's go to the village. Let's all go to the village. I made this path because I kept getting lost. If the path went away, I would be lost again. I almost fall in there all the time. There's a cave there. And from the new base here, I built a rail track so I could abduct people. You know, so I can have my own stores with merchants to run them, to make it more fun to even build a city. I can't talk to you from this angle because the horse or the shield get in the way. I just realized my shield's been in the view this whole time. I don't normally think about it because I'm so used to looking over the top of it, but on a screen that's probably going to be annoying. What is that? Oh, okay. I was like, that doesn't look like a human face. Is that a skeleton? There's a an outpost over here that we haven't really messed with yet because I don't want to defend the village yet. But I guess I could always drink milk if I get that raiding thing. I can't remember what it's called. You'll find, and I'm not going to hide, that I forget very often what things are called. But I usually figure out how to do them. For instance, let's hop off here. Put that away. Don't run away. I need you. Stop it. Stop it now. How dare you. Alright, here we go. Back to the other base, because the sun is going down. Instead of going all the way over there, and then going down, and then across the bridge, and then back across, I'm going to take the shortcut straight over the top of the railroad, and down to the train track that I can't see through my horse. Sorry. Hello, sheep. So that is my mob tower. That is where I was, well, I made dark rooms all the way up, and they drop down to a couple of water chutes. This is basically the next thing that we built. Well, not really. The next thing we built is this little cabin thing right over here, but I built this next because I wanted easy loot. Stay there. So yeah, this is based on a design I saw in Etho's lab, because I've been watching him a lot lately. I wanted to try to cure some villagers, but evidently I'm doing it wrong. I don't know if they always throw the poison potion and then sometimes a potion of weakness, or if that just doesn't work in Bedrock. I could be doing something that doesn't actually work here. But you're supposed to save you so I can sell you zombie flesh. Or I could just go to the village and get new guys. I don't care. I will do some research at some point and figure it out. They don't really spawn that much lately, which is concerning. It makes me wonder if having these guys down here has something to do with it, or if perhaps my slime spawning area is causing issues. Shout out to Luna and Bert, who are currently asleep. It's actually after midnight right now, and I wanted, nope, they're not spawning. I wanted to make myself test out the microphone. I've got it next to my face, but I'm not talking at it, so I might have to boost it a little bit. But this is the first time I've tried recording the audio separately and the video separately, and I'm going to sync them up and mix it together, and yeah, this will all just be practice for when I start making these videos with the kiddos. So yeah, let's show you the cabin, and then I'll show you this monstrosity I'm running through. I just left my horse. I keep doing that. So when Luna and I moved in here, it was basically like a 3 by 2 by 3, something really tiny. It was a little shack because we wanted to go fishing. That wasn't there yet. There was a river here, so we built a little shack up here, and we were having like a camp out. We were basically camping across the river from where we started. And I just stood around and fished the whole time while she went off, and I think she got killed by zombies a few times, basically. Hey dude, you got anything rare? Nothing I really want. But yeah, so I stood around fishing, and I caught a pretty powerful rod. It had a lot of really nice enchantments on it. Basically a copy of... I don't have it on me. It's over in there. But yeah, it has Luck of the Sea, and I don't know the names of all the enchantments. I think it has mending on it because it heals itself, so it definitely has mending. Pew. After we built this thing, we made a parkour course, which is kind of possible to see. There used to be a brown mushroom that you finished on over here. Yeah, you're actually supposed to start from the carpet. So you go here, and then you go here, and then you go here, and then there, and then you fall in the water and get stung by a pufferfish. Gotta be careful of those pufferfish. It didn't jump. I pressed the button. Don't laugh at me. I will slice you like a pig. Because you are a pig. Nobody says that. Anyhow, parkour. We also made this fun little pond. We built this from scratch. And anytime the wandering trader comes by and he has fancy fish, I buy those and stick them in here. At some point I'll probably build an aquarium back over behind the creeper face. What happened next? We built an enchanting table over here, but that got moved into the library. After that, I started making a little farm down here, and then I abducted a villager and put him in here, and now I sell him farm goods every so often. He seems happy. Yeah, I finally got cactus recently, which was great because I wanted to make a bunch of green glass and use that to decorate my sugarcane farm, and I could not get any cactus. I don't have any deserts nearby on a day-long horse ride, in-game of course. So I lucked out after waiting forever and killing off a bunch of wandering traders because they never had what I wanted and I didn't know how to make them spawn faster. I finally got some cactuses and started growing those using a similar method to my sugarcane farm. This just goes off every so often because I have a daylight sensor down there and it's being observed, and every time the light level changes slightly, the observer sends a redstone tick out and it loops around this whole building and drops a nice steady stream of sugarcane. And I want to replace all the walls with glass that has been stained with the cooked up cactus, and I just think that would look nice. Maybe do some lime green and some dark green and kind of give it streaks. Maybe make it taller. This is the cactus farm. I made this like a week ago. It's not that fast. I actually just used a bone meal and went on that beach over there and made all the cactus I need. I wonder why there's a dead chicken in here. I'm guessing Luna was here earlier and dumped some stuff in the chest. She tends to do that. I'll find random things. I doubt any of these have anything. I just put these here. I don't remember why. Here's my chicken monstrosity. It automatically hatches any eggs if there happens to be any raw chicken or feathers, they get dumped off into here. And occasionally I use this, which has flame on it, on the chickens, and I just realized something. That's not working. Do I have an axe? Anyways, occasionally I think I might be losing my connection because it won't open the menu. This happens a lot. If I forget to disconnect from Wi-Fi, I lose my internet connection and get kicked off of my world every so often, which is really fun when you've just been blown up by a creeper and then it goes, "You've been disconnected," and you're like, "No!" And you don't know if your stuff's actually gone or not. It's quite terrifying. I need to learn how to make this thing turn on when I want it to turn on. I've seen some stuff where you take two dispensers and you aim them at each other and that somehow does something fancy. Some cool stuff, if you know what I mean. But basically the item going back and forth gets observed and that becomes the clock that automates your junk. Wow, we had quite the stack. I don't need chicken stuff. Like, all of my bows have infinity on them, so I don't really need them to make to make arrows. Maybe in the future I will. I'll probably use some dispensers and make traps. I think some of them just died. Yeah, they get trapped up here and drown if there's too many in here. But this was just kind of experimenting. I'm trying to get better at automation. Like, if something can be automated, I would like to try to make it automated, and then I would like to try to make it look nice. It's funny, I've been showing you things out of order. The next thing I built after all the fishing stuff, I mentioned that I moved the enchanting table. I wanted to make a library. This is not done. I still have a lot more to do. I want to build like pillars that go up the wall that are probably black. I even got a couple villagers in there. Anyways, let's just go up the water elevator and check it out. Check it out. So it dumps us straight off into an enchanting room. If you don't happen to have any lapis on you, which I do, I've got a few blocks of it in here. And then there's some enchanted books that I don't really use because they're really expensive. Tons of paper from our sugarcane farm. Lots of sugarcane. I just figured every so often I would move it over, but now I was thinking of making some kind of water chute that comes over and dumps it in here. Or a train, or not train, mine cart. I always say train though. Anyways, let's go down a level. I'm not sure about the whole you have to go to the top every single time, but if you don't want to individually go down one level at a time, say you just needed to enchant something really quick, or you were just dropping off supplies for the bookshelves, you could just hop out the front really quick and then swim. I'm thinking of moving the water back a little bit because I don't want to hit that fence and break my legs every time I jump out the window. But yeah, I have a couple of librarians, 3 of them. They're not depressed. I sell them lots of paper. I don't really sell them books, but I might start doing that now that I have that giant cow farm. The only things I buy from them is glass, and occasionally I'll buy a name tag. Like I bought a name tag for the witch so she wouldn't despawn, because I didn't know if I could hand her an item like the zombies. This just keeps going clockwise. Like if you want to get out of here, you just sort of slightly aim to the right and walk forward, and it'll take you down all of these. But we've got a guy in each level. I'm going to put a guy in each side. So there's one on the west side. I don't actually know if that's north or not. I have a map, but I haven't really referenced it in a long time. So at some point I'm going to figure out what my cardinal directions, quote unquote, are, and use that to make some kind of landmarks, or I'll just know that like that's the north one or not. Anyways, I want to put a guy in each corner of this building all the way down. Ideally, I will try to put librarians that have good things for sale, but they won't always. I've started preemptively putting in lecterns. Oh, I was worried that he escaped. Don't escape, please. I need to steal all your knowledge. I don't know what kind of accent that is. Alright, so I think that's the bottom. So that's our library. It's very nice. We'll go and take a nap really quick. Oh, I forgot another place that I built before the library. It's right there. It's the stable. It's not really a stable yet. It will be soon. Wow, we've been going 23 minutes so far. Well, technically I'm editing out at least the first minute, because that's all syncing the audio. But yeah, it's really easy if you've got stuff to show to just keep going. Alright, so this is where we keep all the horses. If they have a saddle, there's a high likelihood they're fast. And if they don't have a saddle, they're a cow. No, these guys are just really slow. Some of them jump really high, but I don't know why that's there. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But it doesn't look good, so I'm getting rid of it. Anyways, can you stay in here, please? Thank you. This was my first attempt at building something nice, and I'd actually like to build maybe a long hallway using this theme, and then there would be little stalls on either side as you're walking down, like a traditional horse stable. Is that the right term? There's a person I knew growing up, their parents had a giant horse barn, and I think it held maybe 10 horses, 5 on each side, and it was pretty long. It was probably 200 feet long by 100 feet wide, and maybe 50 feet tall at the highest point. I'm really bad at guesstimating feet, but that sounds like the size of a building you would need for horses, and if I'm wrong, well, whatever seems humane for 10 horses. Anyhow, here's my sheep. I don't really need sheep, but I made them because I want to bring a bunch of villagers here, and I'm going to need beds, and I don't really want to have to kill them to get wool, but at this point I might have to, because I've ran out of iron after making all of those pistons and hoppers and stuff. This is for my bookshelves. I come and I feed them until it's this crowded, and then I go through and get as much leather as possible. And as you can see, I've been doing it for a while. There's nothing really fancy about this. This shuts off the water flow so they stop getting all pushed over here. I figured that way I could pop open holes and experience farm or get chicken, raw chicken, or cooked chicken if I use the special bow. Yeah, because otherwise, if there's water underneath, they get pushed out the holes. Rest in peace, chicken. And this is completely unnecessary, but it blocks the flow from here. So as eggs start coming in, they'll hatch and there will be a backup of chicks. I figured I could just have this like dumping hatched eggs in here, and then when I do the processing of the adult chickens over here, there would be a reserve to replace them with. But it's unnecessary because I don't really need chicken. I have so much cow meat. Cow meat? I've got so much beef. And here's some pigs. Hi, pigs. What you doing? Yeah, so we took a glance at that. This is the cactus place. I just spammed torches in as I fell down so that nothing bad could potentially spawn in here, but I don't think there's any good spawning places for them. These are the same as the sugarcane farm. There's a sunlight sensor right there, and it just ticks every so often, and whatever survives touching other cactuses, because it seems like I don't get a lot. I mean, yeah, that seems like a lot, but this has been here for a week. Well, maybe 4 days running. I randomly made this because I liked the lava one that I saw in Etho's lab. I randomly searched for good Minecraft Let's Plays to watch, and a lot of people on Reddit were suggesting Etho's lab, so I went back through his playlists and found his very first videos, and I started watching from the beginning, which feels very hipsterish, but I like his early stuff. He's really calm, and as he develops and gets more of a on-camera personality, he seems to stay fairly consistent, just a little more energy. This is Luna's slime thing. She saved some slimes from the slime spawner downstairs and name tagged them and brought them here for her little lookout base. I don't know exactly what the plan with this is. She said that there's a hole right here so you can breathe. Ooh, might borrow that coal. I made these paths for her. There's a, I think it's the taiga biome. I don't actually know the name of it, but it has mossy cobblestone boulders, I suppose, is what they're supposed to be, all over up there. And I was farming that for a while, and then the traveling salesman, the wandering trader, showed up with a moss block, and I bought that. And whenever I need more mossy cobblestone, I just bone meal the moss block on the ground and get a bunch of moss and make mossy cobblestone, and then I convert it into slabs. I take deep slate and I turn it into whatever this is called. I think it's like chiseled deep slate. I always forget the names of things. Polished deep slate stairs. I liked the look, and I hadn't really seen anyone do this for a path yet, so I figured I would go this route. I just kind of like the old-timey look of cobblestone, and I'm not good at design, so I put this next to it. This goes down to the mine. I made it so that you have to crouch to get in, stand up, and then keep walking so that you don't fall in here on accident, because I could see someone coming down here and dying. Once my mob thing was working at one point, the mob farm, and I had a lot of gunpowder, I went on a rampage through here trying to find diamonds. I did find a few, of course. As you can see, everything is diamonds at this point. And I have, I think, a stack of diamonds upstairs in the mob base. Nothing really fancy here. The next level up, there's an amethyst. I think it's called an amethyst. I call them geodes. There used to be a staircase that went all the way out. I don't really feel like going all the way down there, so we'll just head right back up. For some reason, the water seems to pull me to the right. Maybe it's just down there. It's easy to get in and out of this one because you can only go up. And this takes you to It's hard to get into this one. There we go. This one takes you to the old staircase, which I might turn into a minecart track of some sort. Someone's been in here. Probably me. I can kind of hear the chicken thing going. Okay. Well, I think I've shown you pretty much everything that we've done so far. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, if I'm making another creeper face or if I'm going to put the aquarium behind it. Yeah. So what I'm working on next, oh, yeah, I gotta show you the doghouse. This is where we left off on it. It was one of Luna's projects. But she wanted a doghouse, and I was trying to make it look like Snoopy's doghouse without referencing anything, so it's completely off. But I was mainly trying to get the shape down, and then I figured I would farm wool and dye it the right colors, and then replace the wood with the wool, and it would all be perfect. We'll see how that goes. We haven't touched this in probably a month at this point. But there's a couple of dogs just chilling. This apparently is a slide for them to go down. Very nice. This is the doghouse door to get in now. And I don't actually know what the plan was with this. If this was just going to be a dog-themed place, and maybe we would store bones here, or dye for collars, or maybe make little doggy parkour things like she had started. I mostly just built the structure. She said I had to have a chandelier in here, and she added all the glass, even though I told her these were all temporary blocks. Sometimes your kids just build, and you let them. I went on a tree growing rampage at one point. There were trees everywhere, but last night I went and cut them all down because I wanted to build a tree growing machine. When I do have bone meal, this thing's screwy too. When I do have bone meal, I load it in here, and I just built this like last night, so it's really rough. Figured out that you need to clear leaves to make it go faster, but it wastes tons of bone meal, all for the ease of having a line of trees to cut down. But it's kind of cool when it works. I wonder if I have any bone meal to use. Hey, you're in my way. I have a little bit. We might be able to get a tree out of it. Do we have a tree over here? A sapling? Nope. Let's go get a sapling. Everything is awesome. I don't know if I have any in here. Oh, I do. Good. My inventory is full. Everything is cool when you're part of it. Don't laugh at me. I wonder if I'm going to leave in the game audio. If not, you're going to be like, did the witch laugh at him, or is he gone crazy? Why do I have separate stacks of emeralds? No wonder my inventory is screwy. Okay, let's stop getting distracted. This is why I never get anything done. I'm always distracted by, oh yeah, I need to fix that. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. You go there. I need to fix the redstone. Come on, stop screwing. There we go. So is everything ready? I should clear out some leaves before I hit go. And it's not exactly like I'm actually hitting go. I think I'll add a few more of these pistons to smash the leaves as they grow, so that I don't lose so much bone meal between runs. 3, 2, 1. Come on. You can do it. It's not going to work. I'm going to run out of bone meal. And we're out of bone meal. Oh well. Anyways, when it does work, you hit the piston button. You hit the button, fires all the pistons, which pushes all the trees over, and then you get this nice line of wood that you can cut. Hi! Which just, theoretically, it was supposed to make my life easier, but if I want wood fast, I'm just gonna spam trees all over, bone meal them, harvest them, and move on with my life. But I liked the idea of having a consistent height tree getting pumped out. That I'm shutting this off really quick. Anyways, I liked the idea of them all being this height and not having to constantly climb up on top of the massive ones and work your way down, just because it was like I'm sure you get a lot more wood from a full-grown tree. Like, I think you get almost a stack sometimes. I just don't like that it interrupts my flow. Like, I just want to go out through the field, cut down 20 trees, and plant the saplings, and turn around and go home and be done with it. And I guess I could put a glass block up to like block its max grow height. I think that's what I was attempting up there. But yeah, this is actually supposed to go in the wood chest, but I think the wood chest is full. No, actually I have some space now. Perfect. I don't exactly have a cactus chest yet. Oh, you know these doors that I have over here? Sometimes they glitch and they shove you through the wall. So I have a place to be. If you get kicked back here, it's the extended storage room. And if for some reason it kicks you through that wall, you end up back here. And this is just an escape route. Like, you get dumped right here, and then I figured, well, give them an out. But it's also kind of like secret rooms that nobody knows about unless they stand in there too long, which happened to Luna this morning. It was funny. She was surprised that I had this secret back wall. Like, nobody checked out the painting, I guess. Whenever I see paintings in Minecraft, that's the first thing I try to walk through it. I assume there's something back there. And I could make it into an actual secret wall, but I'm going to demolish this and make a giant room. And yeah, I don't actually know what my plan is here. I don't know if I want to just make a giant storage room down here, or if I want to focus everything down to mob drops and move all of this into its own storage building. Because I kind of like the idea of building places for things. Like, this is where all the mob stuff would go. This is where all the dog stuff would go. Maybe I would build a tree supply place here. All the cactus stuff goes in there. I would build some kind of steakhouse here. And some, I don't know, a barn for the sheep. And a pigsty for the pigs. And maybe a chicken coop for the chickens. But yeah, all of the things that are made by whatever it is would go in that one spot. Like, for instance, down here, each farmer, whatever crop they are growing would be, like, I would have them on top of the main crop that they buy and sell. Like, if he wants potatoes, that would be what he was in front of. This is our fishing shack. He buys boats from me. I will not sell him my string because my mob farm doesn't make spiders. Spiders. I barely trade with him. But all the fishing stuff gets dumped in here when I remember to bring it in here. And I always close that because I'm afraid of a zombie getting him somehow. Anyhow, experimental trees. I'm going to call it at this. I will try my hand at... I was behind the bush. I'll try my hand at editing the audio together, and I don't know if I'm going to record gameplay or if it's going to be more like show and tell, or perhaps I can start recording little bits and pieces here and there, and then maybe do a voiceover after the fact explaining what the people are seeing. Thought I saw an iron golem, but no. One of them randomly spawned here at one point, and then he got stuck in a tree over the river over there, basically right above that dog. And yeah, he died. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this attempt at making a hello world, this is our Minecraft world video. And I will see you in the next one. Maybe Luna or Bert will join me next time. But yep, I'm Kite. I'll see you next time.